What it do? Welcome to season 12, episode 5 of the Will Reads. I'm assuming Ian's coming at some point. I think, yeah. I mean, he responded earlier to stuff, so he might be sleeping or he might be playing Fortnite. But I'm assuming he's coming.
Yeah, he'll be here.
He'll be here.
All the faith.
He hasn't told me he's not going to be here. If we get like 5 minutes in, and no, I guess we're already 5 minutes in, but if we get like 5 minutes of actually like talking and he's not here, I might call him live on stream and just be like, dude.
Ooh, yeah, that'll be fun.
That'd be fun. We put on speakerphone. Be like, dude,
yeah,
what's going on? He'll probably send me straight to voicemail. Let's be real. Why is he calling me? Oh yeah, it's Tuesday. It is that day. I don't know if he might have basketball because I know he has basketball Tuesday nights with his kids.
Yeah, they normally do.
Yeah.
But schools are canceling in this area.
Why?
Apparently the winds and rain are going to be so bad that the school buses aren't supposed to drive in this wind and rain.
Oh, that's not Charlotte, man. It's not windy here.
Well, I mean, it's not windy here now, but tomorrow it's supposed to be like.
Oh, tomorrow it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. We started early technically because we started late. Yeah, I know technically we started early. We started on time. All right. Let's see. Announcements. I got nothing, man. We did pick a winner for the Discord giveaway.
Oh, he said link.
I emailed it to him. Hold on. Email. He's just trying to make excuses like, oh, you didn't send the link. Yes, I did. I totally did. I can just go and I'll screenshot sent to Ian at 8:03 p.m. Yeah, dude, it sent. I just sent it to a different email address because his other one ran out of delete some emails, dude. Wow, this is special. Okay, copy. All right. We're gonna send it to his other email address. Yeah. Sorry, technical difficulties at the Will Reads.
Surprise.
Yeah. All right. Emailing the link to the other Ian. I think that went to the right Ian. Did I type it in right? Yeah, I did. I typed it in right. Okay, cool. All right, so he should be here shortly. This is what we do. That's the announcement. Is Ian needs to clean out his email inbox.
He's so important. He gets so many emails that he.
Dude, I get so many emails and they're not important at all. It's just all junk.
I wake up to 100 emails, and by the time I'm sitting on the toilet, when I get on the toilet, but before I sit on the toilet, I'm down to 40, and then by the time I'm done on the toilet, I'm down to like 10. So,
let's see. Yeah. On my main Gmail account, it just says 99 plus unread emails. It doesn't because all the junk stuff, I don't read it. Like. Let's see. I'm trying to see all the junk stuff that's in there. Let's see. Got Ticketmaster, Twitch, the gym. Like anything you sign up for, they send you. Like Zillow sends me tons of emails. I get like 5 Ticketmaster emails a day. Like, and I'm like, unsubscribe. I go through every once in a while and unsubscribe them all. There he is.
I do too, and they all pop back up.
Yep, they all come back. All come back. What's up, buddy?
Howdy.
Hey, there's a button on your email called delete, and it frees up some room. And
I don't even care. I'm gonna go disappear in the woods. Fuck this shit.
But will it have Wi-Fi? Anyways.
I might take a wife, but I don't need the Wi-Fi.
There you go. Yeah, I was talking about announcements. Oh yeah, Discord. I did give away. We did have a winner. It was who was it? The Boss won. The Boss _1. Yeah.
You never let the boss win.
The Boss won, and I sent him a DM, but he didn't respond. But you won, so if you listen to the podcast whenever I decided to put this out, let me know what you want.
Might be one of my exes under a pseudonym.
It could be. It could be. In that case, do you still have the rod?
Yeah. No, I mailed that to the exes. Yeah.
To the exes. To the nice.
Please use this to go have a good time.
Yeah, to have a good time. Anyway, fun times. Let's see what's going on in personal life. I am recording in what will be the renovation space.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's pretty much empty in here. We still have a clock on the wall.
Some pictures.
Pretty much it. And there's Legos. That's all that's in here is Legos. So I don't know where to put the Legos. We have so many Legos, but my kids like Legos. Anyway, I like Legos too. So it's kind of like, yeah, that's cool. So what's new in my world? I can't think of anything really. Been working, hanging out with kids, getting ready for renovation. That's all I got.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so government employee, of course, we're all back in the office. We're in the second week of that. I'm actually enjoying it.
Yeah. Some interaction.
Yeah. And I've been kind of holding back on this because, like, once I really take hold, like, really wrap my mind around the job, like, I fixate on process improvement. And we have good team leads and supervisors. They're good. They're very knowledgeable, but they're not great yet at team building. And that it probably doesn't come off in the show, but that's kind of my forte. Like that's where my skills are, is getting people work together, find people's talents, maximize that, help with the training to bring up the people that need to, that sort of thing. So I've, in just this week and a half, I've been kind of spending half my day like crunching out my work, and then the other half a day, instead of bullshitting at other people's desk, like visiting with folks on the bigger team within our branch, just kind of learning what they do and where I can help them out, where they're doing stuff that I haven't done yet, just kind of playing dumb and letting them teach me. Well, not really playing dumb, because I am dumb at this point with some of the stuff they do, but letting them teach me. And inevitably, once I get my mind around everything, I'll be chasing after one of the supervisor positions. So, I mean, that's,
is she cute?
That's at least a year out. No, not like that. But
that was a good one.
Fair question. Fair question.
Chasing after one of the supervisors.
But I mean, I figure I get my work done in a quarter of a day.
Okay.
And that was a nice part about working from home. So what am I going to do with the other 3 quarters? Well, I might as well make the team better, because that's going to be less work for me in the long run. So, and then if I'm going to do that, the goal is to get paid for it. So that's at least a year out, but I got to start now if that's the goal. So
when I used to lifeguard, I used to get free swim lessons for the same reason. Like, people always be like, why are you not charging for swim lessons? I was like, because if I know your kids can swim, then I don't have to work as hard.
Right.
So
yeah,
I don't have to pay attention as much. I know you're good. There is some truth to that. So I get free swim lessons all the time. I was like, all right, let's go learn how to swim. All right, cool. You know swim now?
That being said, everybody's freaking out about like the pending reduction in force. Mm-hmm. In the past, we would just cut positions that were on our TDA, meaning like we could fill them. We would cut those positions that weren't currently filled, like we'd been trying to hire for. But I think this time we'll see mid-March what comes out. Obviously, the big strategic planning doesn't come down to me, but I feel like this reduction is going to actually have to involve people and not just positions that aren't currently filled. So,
right,
that's the vibe. We'll see. So people are kind of freaking out, which I get. Yeah. Everybody's got bills to pay.
Yep.
Yeah, the majority of America's in debt. So,
majority, all
of America.
Oh, everybody.
Everybody.
Remember that commercial of the guy like with the perfect house and he's got like his boat in his driveway and all these cars, and he's driving this fancy lawnmower. And like it's like, how in the world does he do it? And he just smiles and he goes, "I'm in debt up to my ears. I don't know what I'm doing." And they just keep giving me lines of credit.
I still get phone calls from those companies like wanting to like consolidate your debt, your credit card debt, and some of that.
Yeah.
Like at this point in my life, the only debt I have is my mortgage. I have no car payment. I have no credit card debt. I don't have store cards. I mean, I have them. I don't use them. That's like awesome. I have zero debt, but I still get the phone calls all the time. So I just mess with them when they call me because I love it when they call me. Like, it's like, yeah, we want to call about your credit card debt. I was like, what credit card debt? They're like, you don't have a credit card.
What's a credit card?
I mean, I can get some if you want me to. Like, are you gonna pay it off for me?
Is that how
like,
it works?
I'll go buy a TV right now, dude. Like, no, like if you're gonna pay it off, sweet. Let's go.
Hey, that does make me think though. I shared amongst you all, but I don't know if I shared on the show that I joked about doing the Office Space thing, but that's what I did. The first Monday we went back full time. We were supposed to put in our 5 bullet points. Instead, I went to the supervisor's office. My supervisor kind of complained about everything that's jacked up with the agency and like everything that's inefficient and blah, 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 blah. And then I asked for a promotion. And guess what? I got it.
I love it. 100%.
That's awesome.
But I mean, I made her, it was a very convincing argument. And she set herself up for it because they were handing out tasks left and right to like keep us busy. So when we did answer that email, everyone would have something to answer. And I'm looking at the list of things they're giving me, and it's stuff way above my pay grade. And, she was like, I don't know, like, how are we going to justify it? I was like, why did you ask me to do these things? She was like, because I know you can get them done. I was like, that's all the justification you need. Like right there. You're already trusting me with that. So pay me.
It was the beard. That's what really did it. She's like,
the
beard.
I joke around a lot, but I do like my job. It's hard to explain why it's fun, but it's a lot of fun, and I'm pretty good at it. So yeah.
Work's fun. How about you, Chris?
But maybe I get fired next
week. Going for you?
Work is work. Work is so good. I'm trying to get up out of there. I just can't. I can't handle it anymore. No, but on the positive note, I do have an interview tomorrow and an interview Thursday. So I sent you guys a screenshot earlier of an interview for one job that, like, I feel like it's my job to lose.
Yeah.
And look at me back into education and out of banking, because I feel like banking has become all about retail and not about like individual care. But as I say that, I got an interview for a client advisory center for Truist. So that made me a business analyst, and then the option to like get licensed in the future if I choose to do so. So it's like, ooh.
If we had like 1,000 to 2,000 more Patreons, we could all just do this full time.
That would be preferable. Guys. Like,
I would bust out the boot every night. Just like for you guys.
This is all I had to do. I would live on Discord.
just be online all the time and just hanging out. Yeah.
One of us would be there 24/7.
So if you guys want us to just be lazy bums that just talk on a microphone and social media all day long, there's links.
Talk to your family and friends.
There's links you can click on and bank accounts you can link.
Have only
considering that. No, I this is still a hobby for me, so it's fun. But I'm trying to think of anything else. They got the Wheel of Time shows coming out in a few weeks.
Yes, in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
it's March, guys.
It's March.
That's the crazy part. It is March.
January lasted 47 years, and then we skipped February.
Yes.
Tell me about it. I don't even know what happened in February whatsoever at all.
I think I had a birthday, and then it was over.
Yeah, we need the drunkards back. We don't. It's COVID, and we don't work anymore. We're just drunk all the time. No, none of us drink when we're doing this.
Maybe one day we'll schedule a Wednesday off and like go old school for you. But I get up early on Wednesdays now.
Yeah.
Maybe for the final episode. Well,
in 4 years.
Let's see. What does it say? If we had money just to sit around and watch you guys all day long and not work, we'd be into. Hey, good point.
I mean, we could do a universal paycheck. Everybody gets the same pay for whatever work they do. Then we can all live.
We can all live.
We'll brainstorm later. We'll figure this out.
We'll start a Ponzi scheme. We'll just pass the money around and make it look like we're all getting paid.
Oh, yes, we could do that.
No, we're not going to start Ponzi.
All of you pull your money together, send it to my account.
Huck to cryptocurrency. We're starting the Wolverine's cryptocurrency, and it won't be a scam. And
nudge is same as a wink.
Yeah. Buy the new crypto coin.
There's the Watt coins.
The Watt coins, yeah.
Honestly, as strong as the fandom is, I think they would hold value.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Unless they really wreck the show.
Do that. You have to get involved in really sketchy.
Well, apparently the people that do it also don't know how to do it, but you might end up in jail. So.
You might end up in jail. Yeah.
It's like crapshoot.
It's
just roll the dice.
Yep. Anyways, want to talk about some books?
Yes.
Sure. All right. We get with Chris's favorite character.
Hey,
a whole chapter with Chris's favorite character, Perrin.
Perrin.
Chapter 9, Leaving Malden. So, there's not much to this chapter.
Do you see me brooding? My brooding is just me showing you what Perrin is doing the whole chapter. He's just like, yeah.
Well, now that for the last 10 books, he's just been like, I need my wife back. Now his wife back. It's like, now what the fuck do I do?
Now what do I do?
This is one of the first times I've really related to Perrin, though.
It's like...
No, not like that. I was going to go with how he's busying himself with important tasks that need to happen. Certainly stuff other people could be doing, but it's not. He gives excuses like people need a rest and the wagons are important and da. But this is busy work to occupy him while he's trying to figure out what's next. And I do that all the time.
To avoid figuring out what's next.
Try. Yeah, there's some procrastination to it where you're still accomplishing tasks, but it's not the task you need to be focusing on.
Yeah, not at all. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd be doing that.
Yeah,
all the time. No, but he's inspecting wagons, and it's like he even admits, he's like, this is not my thing, not my forte, but Dad taught us all, how to inspect the wagon, because a good wagon's worth its weight, and we're gonna need these wagons, and we're gonna need these wagons because we have places to go, because we've already met the goal that I had to meet, and now that I've met the goal that I had to meet, I don't know he's ruminating big time and spiraling and has no purpose. And he even makes the comment like, even though we found her, I thought things would be better off, and I don't feel like anything's changed. He doesn't have he's not targeted, he's not pointed in any one direction. I literally had the same conversation with Chanel earlier this week. I was like, I feel like I have no direction, like I just exist.
Like,
I hate that feeling.
Yeah, we've all been there.
We're gonna, Chris, you and I are gonna talk some more offline if you don't want to get too far into it on the show. But I've been there recently. Yeah, it's not fun.
It's an interesting place,
but it does sound like you're, at least with looking for job opportunities, because that might be part of it. At least you're trying to. It looks like you're trying to do something to, get out of that. So
that's the one. Resilience is a thing. Resiliency. How are you going to say it?
Yeah, whenever I get down like that, I start just watching those videos and on the universe and just realize how insignificant we all are, and none of
the ones where they zoom out from Earth.
Yeah,
and keep going. Then you're next to this star that's like a bajillion times the size of our sun.
And
then they'll remind you with a tiny arrow. They're like, and in case you weren't paying attention, that's not even Earth. That's your solar. That's the galaxy. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Exactly. And so, just to make you feel. Yeah. Anyway, so fun times. Perrin's in that mood. Yeah, he's just existing now.
He's sticking with his duties. People are lined up. His people have questions. They need to be reassured.
Mm-hmm.
They need some of the questions they're asking. They already know what his answer is going to be, but in his thought process, instead of being mad at him, like he recognizes that they need to hear from him what the plan is, and that they look to him for their security and safety and that sort of thing.
And everyone's coming in and giving suggestions, and he's just like, meh. Like, I think Galeen comes in first and is like, yeah, we should go try to attack the remaining Shido. And he's like, nah.
Nope.
He's like, now Balor comes in, is like, they're Shido wise ones, and they're being given the sunshade. He's like, meh. And then Tam comes in, he's like, hey, the Two Rivers folk, you kind of abandoned them. You should go back to Two Rivers. He's like, I kind of feel Rand pulling at me. I think I want to go that way.
Yeah.
I've been ignoring that for a while. Maybe I'll go see my buddy.
The fair thing is, at least Tam came with like news first. He's, hey, here are the great things we're doing. So he sandwiched it very well. In teacher talk, he gave the good, he gave the criticism, and then he gave some more at the end. So he sandwiched it in. So he did a phenomenal job. He made Perrin feel important for a moment, and he also gave Perrin things to think about, because Perrin's brooding also over the use of the banner, the crime,
the Manethrin stuff. Yeah.
So like, these are all things that he started and the people want, and he's like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna head this direction, and I don't think I'm really capable of doing this. I'm not willing at all to do it. And Tam's like, but your wife calls you Lord. Like, your wife is happy with this direction. So
no, that's temporary. Once Camelin figures her stuff out, they'll send a real Lord, and then I'll be done with this.
Yeah. And he's like, the people of the Two Rivers want Manethrin back. Like, it's their heritage, the birthright. Like, you should definitely, go that direction. He's like, I don't know. He's like, but then again, the banners being up, as much as I hated them, the people, when I smell them, they smell of pride when they look at the banners. So he's really got that internal struggle of, I know what I should do, I also know what I want to do. So what do I do?
Yeah. And let's not forget, Tam is when he's like, yeah, you and the boys can head on back to Two Rivers, and Tam's like, so about that, I mean, we could tell them, but 99.9% of them, they're here to follow you. They ain't going nowhere. And Perrin's like, daggone it. Okay. I guess that's cool.
Yeah.
So he's collecting people.
Yep. And towards the end, he's feeling the pull of Rand. So he says, I think I'll just head north.
Although let's not glaze over it. It's worth noting. Remember I mentioned before, when Rand thinks about Matt and Perrin, it's almost intentional now, and he realizes that it gives him like little glimpses of what's going on. Perrin is still kind of like, what the F is this? And not really accepting of it per se. He's bothered by it. He fights the thoughts. Sure. Like, what is this? Yeah.
But he does realize that it is giving him an insight. So he sees it for what it is, but doesn't want to deal with it. And, he's
starting to.
Yeah. Good. He's realizing he's in charge of like 10,000 people. So like, he's got bigger, more important things to do. The Isle at least did them a favor. They kind of weeded out all the weak ones in the herd. So, he's sitting here giving orders to get the people moving. So he has, what is the name? What is her code name? Arabin Carnell or whatever. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Organize people. We know who she is. But anyway, you can hear to organize the people, and they're ready to roll.
And she's really good at it.
Yeah. Almost like a queen.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought with this chapter, what we were going to get is Chris and I going, not too much to talk about, and then Alan giving us 15 minutes on how wars have been won or lost over logistics.
I did it last night, so
because all the big ones have been won or lost over lines of supplies and logistics.
I did a whole rant last night in the Cosmo Reads about the wreck of the Medusa, which is a fun story to read.
Yeah.
One of the worst maritime disasters ever. Yeah, go read it. It's fun. Not fun. It's horrific. It's really bad.
Proper previous planning.
No, incompetency and just stupidness is what that was. But yeah, and nobles.
On another note,
yeah.
Go ahead.
What?
I'll let you
I
finish.
said, and just nobles that just had no business doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Apparently, Daredevil is phenomenal. People are messaging
Ooh.
me, trying to ignore.
Okay. All right, I have to check it out.
Hey, the movie theater is a great way to briefly disassociate from life.
No, it's on whatchamacallit. Is it Disney?
Or you can stream it?
Yeah, the first 2 episodes of Daredevil.
Oh, the show, not movie.
The show is back.
Okay.
They brought it back.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The new season of Reacher is out also. I don't know if that fires y'all up, but I enjoy it.
Cool.
I haven't watched it yet, but I heard it's good.
So you guys ready for chapter 10? The last of the tobacco. I like this chapter actually a lot.
It was great.
It's a good chapter. Rodel Aduralda is pretty desperate right now because he realizes that there's another wave of Sergeant Army. Seanchan are coming, and it's a lot larger than the first time and they know his tricks now, and he's like, I don't think we're gonna survive this one. So he's making his peace.
He's like, we found like 15 scouts, which means there are 30 scouts that got away. Like, they know where we're at. They know how many people we have. They know our tricks. They know we're trapped. He's like, I need some of that good. And he pulls out the Mary Jane from the Two Rivers. He's like, this is the best. It's so funny that everything from the Two Rivers is the best.
Oh,
yeah. It is. It's that OG.
Man.
Yep. And, he tries to, we get through some of his thought process. It wasn't like immediate acceptance. There's a little strategy of hope. Well, maybe whatever army's going to link up with us and we can overcome, or maybe if we go on the run and move, we could stay ahead of them. But then eventually, like Alan said, he does all the math and he's like, well, we got to stay here. That's our best chance. But staying here is no chance.
Yeah,
so
we're going to stay the steady because that way they can't channel. At least that gives them somewhat of
something.
Something. But they're still outnumbered soldier wise. And it's just, it's not looking good.
He's accepting it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's accepting it.
See, in my mind, and this is probably where I've made a mistake, there's a gateway into each setting.
Well, there's a way gate nearby.
There's a way gate nearby. Yeah.
Yeah, but in my mind, you can't like push a whole army into a setting at one time because the
settings are really big.
I know, but
the setting is like a narrow gate type thing.
Yeah, like that. Like I don't know where this idea came into play, but that's like in my mind, I've always envisioned the setting as like being a dome or a bubble in time that's separate but still there. Like,
sure.
I pictured it more like remember in the Lord of the Rings, well, the movie at least, when you get into the Elven lands, like once you cross the river, their power is stronger.
Yeah.
So like everybody can walk in and walk out. Well, except for like the really bad dudes. There's protection against that, but it's like open border ish.
See, me, it was more like Hogwarts.
Yeah,
you could see it, can't touch. So,
yeah. Yep. So as all this is going, a messenger comes up and says, "Hey, there's like this guy that just showed up and he wants to talk to you." And he's like, "Did he come alone?" It's like, "Yeah, he did." It's like, bold.
Bold move.
Bold move. Let's skip over the best part.
Okay, go ahead.
The best part.
What is that?
He realized they were stuck between Aiel and Seanchan, and he looks at his friend and he goes, "Have you ever seen a master juggler?" He's like, "What?"
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, the little nod.
Why is a master juggler important to our story? Well, we were all watching this juggler, and he was juggling a few balls. He's like, "You want me to add one more?" And then he added one more. Should I add another? Then they added another, and then his assistant continued to add more as it got harder and harder and harder, and then bang, he was gone. The balls were lined up, and he was sipping wine and flirting.
A little foreshadowing, and he don't even know it.
Ooh. a little, is it foreshadowing or backshadowing? What's the word?
Let me lure you in, and then poof, we're gone.
We had a friend in. Do you know Jeremy Beal? Did you know Jeremy? My brother's
That
friend.
rings a bell.
Jeremy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He did juggling like competition wise. Like he was like like one of the like probably world's best jugglers. I don't know if he still is, but he was. And they would go and just because he was like in high school age, and could like juggle anything. Like was just super talented. And they would go to like Busch Gardens or like somewhere like that. And like, they'd have like the people there that are paid to like juggle, and they'd start heckling the people like, hey, my friend here in high school can like totally do better than you. And like start heckling, like finally one of them was like, come on up here then. And like, he totally just like left balls, just started like doing some crazy stuff. But he used to juggle outside of the movie theater. They used to hire him to juggle outside the movie theater locally. Anyway.
That's crazy.
It's never been a dream of mine, but that's cool for him.
Yep. No, never been something I aspired to either. But now I think he lives in San Francisco now, out in San Fran. But
that checks.
Yeah, somewhere out there. Not sure what he did. I know he worked for a marijuana dispensary for a while out there, and then
all of this makes sense. Yeah.
Yep. I don't know what happened to him. He dropped on the
I concur.
Yeah, just kind of lives that lifestyle. Which is cool. I think he's still out in San Fran.
He started some cryptocurrency and
probably
made it big.
Yeah.
Our friend flirting, juggling.
Flirting, juggling. Yep. So after the whole juggling story, that's when the messenger comes up and said, yeah, there's some dude that just came to camp. And lo and behold, it is Rand Althor. With that swagger. With that swagger. Just kind of walking up all confident and just
throwing them for a loop.
People around them.
He's trying to analyze everything, and he looks at Rand dressed nice, more dressed like a lord, like still by himself. Like what the F is going on?
Yeah.
I will say here's an obvious difference in writing. I'll put money on it. This is not a chunk that Jordan wrote because this was very direct, much more fast paced. Rand just comes in and there's a little buildup of like, well, what's going on? Who is he? And Rand just tells him, this is who I am. This is what you got going on. Here's where your armies are. Right. I've got it all figured out. This is what I need. This is what you need to do. Here are your options. Decide now.
Yeah.
Like it was just boom, 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 boom. And it was like, oh shit.
You got that level of confidence and like you're a subject expert, subject on the subject matter expert. Like it reminds me of like my brother. He used to work for cities and doing like development, like works for the EDA, the Economic Development Authority, and stuff like that, and did like approvals for contractors. Well, then the contractor snatched him up to go negotiate on the other side of the table with the municipalities. And he said that it was just funny because like he'd been doing it for years on the government side. Now he's on the private side. And he would just like walk into the meeting like, all right, we're going to offer this. You're going to counter with this and we're going to accept this. So go ahead and sign right here. We're done, right? Okay, let's go. Like,
yeah.
Like we don't have to do this talking funny show. Like, like this is how it's going to go. All right, sign here. All right, cool. Get the permits going. We're starting construction.
Breaking ground. All right.
All right.
What's a good place for lunch here? Anybody? Okay. Yeah. All right.
But like when you're like that much of an expert, you already know. Like, yeah, and that's what Rand is coming in here. And he has all Luce Theron's memories too. So he's like, but my king is like, your king's either dead or under the influence of Grendel. It's like you've had lunch with her. It's like, oh, I know them all. So we're not playing these games.
Years.
It's like I grew up with them. They're basically family. Yeah. I know everything about it.
Bashir's already assessed your situation, and he's right. You guys are screwed. So I'm going to give you a way out.
Yeah, it's like I want to give you some Oshaman. It's like, but we need to fight the Shantian. Like, no, we need peace with the Shantian. You need to go up north because I need the borderland secure. You get your ass up there, soldier.
And Alderaldo's like, this is a man that's seen death, and if the way he speaks and the way he pulls on me, I want to listen to him and do what he says, and I want to answer all his questions.
Yes.
And did I just become his best friend?
Yeah, he definitely Tavirened him. I was about to say that. You nailed it, Chris.
This was definitely a Sanderson type thing, though. And I'm not going to give spoilers for Way of Kings, but there's a character that does something similar to Noble People in the middle of a battle scene where they just come in and take control and start just like sparking off orders. And everybody's like, yeah, okay. Like, because that air confidence just.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's something true to that.
I'll
like you
give it away.
British forward. Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
But like that air confidence goes a long way. I mean, that's why you can get in anywhere with a high vis a vest and a ladder and a clipboard. You can just walk in, act like you're supposed to be there, and anyone will let you right in.
Be over 6 foot, nicely dressed, and nobody messes with you.
Yeah,
I ended up in the lower like catacombs of the Vatican because when I was young, it was open and you could tour through there. When I was stationed in Germany and it was closed off for construction. And I saw that the exit was open, but they had that open so the construction workers could come in and out. And I'm just telling my buddies, I'm like, yeah, this is how you get down there. Let's go check it out. There's some, all the popes are like lined up with their peace signs and everything down there. I'm like, let's go check it out. And just walk down there and walk past dozens of construction workers.
Mm-hmm.
And they all kind of looked at me like, what? But like we were dressed nice and everything and walking around with our head up like we're supposed to be there. None of the construction workers said anything. We were down there for like a good 30 minutes checking stuff out until the Swiss guards showed up. And not in their poofy decorative costumes that they wear near the entrance, like their Secret Service looking, earpiece, you make a wrong move, we're going to kill you outfit. But they knew we weren't supposed to be there. But everybody else was like, I guess these guys, I mean, they're walking around like they know what they're doing.
I've done it so many times, like where like if there's like a line to like a restaurant or something like that, like I've done it before, like wear a business suit and just go into the kitchen entrance and walk through the kitchen into the restaurant, like just act like I'm supposed to. Like all the cooks look up and look at you, but like your guy in a suit walking through the kitchen, they're like, "Oh, it's the owner's friend." Like they can say shit to you. They're just like, "Okay, carry on." Like
stops by, tastes the soup.
Yeah, taste the soup. Yeah, need to work on that.
It's got to be the right level of restaurant though, because a restaurant with a legit chef, they know who's supposed to be in their kitchen.
Sure,
that's a slightly different. Yeah.
No, these are just dive bars.
So your mid-level stuff and lower, yeah.
I mean, especially like there's a couple of restaurants that have like covers if they had a band or something like that. I would never pay a cover. I would just go through the kitchen, just walk in, be like,
That's so funny. Rand starts offering him like, "Hey, you want this kingdom? Want that kingdom? How about Amadisia? I'm gonna give you get Amadisia. Like that's gonna happen. I'm even gonna give you 100 Ashraman to help you out. I just need you to keep this place on lockdown. Do it in a calm way, but keep it on lockdown."
And he asked for a few of his officers. Like he's tackling multiple things at once. He's like, I got this thing going where we're gonna snatch up the merchant guild or whatever. Circle of merchants. What are they?
Yeah.
The circle jerking merchants.
Yeah. The merchant circle.
Whatever they. Yeah. That's what I said. Give me a few of your officers because they're not taking my dude seriously. Like, come on.
Yep. Yeah.
And even the guys like Rand asked him, what do you think of the plan? And he's like, in his mind for a second, he's like, this is ridiculous. This is absurd. But what comes out is, I guess all things considered, that's the best way to go.
It shakes his hand. That's a deal. Let's go.
Spit in the hand, shake it. We're good. All right, go fight north.
Slaps him on his behind. All right, there, partner.
By the way, if you're looking for an advantage, the Ashaman I'm going to leave you, they could do these gateway things, and you could just pop around the battlefield wherever you want. You can go Tanchico. You can.
Where do you want to go? He's like, and he even says, like, we'll have you in Saldea tonight.
That's where his eyes really lit up because this guy is still. So the offer of the kingship, the offer in charge of this and everything, he's like, if duty takes me there, sure, but he's still in this fight, and he's still wanting to defend the land and his people. So he's not wanting to just disappear and be a lord somewhere. He's and I think Rand recognizes that in him. So this is kind of win-win for everybody. Yeah, his eyes lit up when he got the news about being able to travel around.
Yeah,
that's money.
Yeah. So, what's your thought about this new alliance that's just been formed? I mean, obviously, we've seen glimpses of Rodel, like not a whole lot, but we know he's a good commander. We know he knows his ish. Do you think it's going to play a bigger role?
Oh yeah.
No, and we're never going to hear about this guy again. Oh, this is his last chapter.
Like, what's your
minor character?
Yeah. Do you have predictions? Is what I'm asking.
Sadly, I think he's gonna die soon, just because we like him so much. But I don't know. That has not been Jordan's way, so I won't say that. I think he's gonna lead part of the army into the last battle. I think he's gonna be that important.
Okay.
He's on the border of the Blight, right? Or that's
that's where Rand wants to send them. He's an air demand right now, which is kind of halfway down the coast on the west coast. It's California.
Yeah,
they're in California.
He will be there.
Wonder if he links up with Rand, or not Rand, Lan.
Oh, yeah. That would be fun.
Yeah, that'd be a good combo.
Together would be crazy.
Yeah, gateways are overpowered. That is true. Gateways are OP. They are. Yeah.
That's that up, down, left, right, A/B start.
Yeah,
that's.
It's the quick travel. It's quick travel in Skyrim. You know, when like you've already explored somewhere, you can just hit the little button down and quick travel and shoot over to the other side of the map. It's nice. Nice feature. Rather than having to walk all that way. Anyways,
you could be walking and carrying stones.
Yeah. You ready for anything else in this chapter before we move to our final chapter tonight?
Not really. Rand just saved a whole bunch of people.
Get some booblés.
Well, this second chapter, just worth noting, even though we rushed through it, a lot of awesomeness, a lot of important stuff going on here. Awesome. The first real moment, I'll reiterate, where I was like, all right, this is Sanderson writing. Definitely felt that vibe through that chapter.
Yeah. It's fair. Sounds good. Well, chapter 11, the death of Adrian. Adrian! Yeah.
Okay.
Rocky?
We had our moment.
Yeah. It was fun. It was fun.
It's all about Avienda, and Avienda's carrying rocks.
Yeah, she's carrying rocks.
Because Avienda has toe. Big toe.
Big toe.
Yeah. So she's performing useless labor and watches Sorel and Liren discuss Rand and what they should do about having him go to Rodel without guards. Yeah, because the maidens doing hand talk like
we should spank him. One day he's gonna play my clips. Alan, you're slacking. I'm giving you two.
What's my clip?
Awesome. Oh, never mind.
Which clip?
It's okay.
I played it in my head, Chris.
Clip.
What?
I know. I gave you the clip, and then I gave you the spankings clip. I gave you two good clips.
And you keep letting us down, Alan. Okay. You keep giving us up.
Alan's a dark friend.
Sorry. I don't have clips ready today. I need a producer. You know, that's I'm trying to.
You know it's bad. I gave you an opportunity to rickroll us, and there was no.
I got rid of my rickroll one because I needed room for other things. Yeah.
So, okay. Now you're definitely letting us down.
Yeah, I got rock lobster. Rock lobster.
You got rid of rickroll so you could put that very necessary rock lobster in.
If you've read Wave of Kings, and it makes complete sense then why there's a rock lobster.
What's happening is we're fading in the background and level of importance, and the Cosmic Reads is becoming.
There's only so many videos you can have on StreamYard. It doesn't let you have more. So like I've been kind of. Oh wait, I do have rickroll still. Sorry,
nice. You have redeemed yourself. Just when I thought you couldn't get any dumber, you go and redeem yourself.
Yeah, Avienda doesn't want to be intrusive, so she's trying to avoid watching the hand talk because she's no longer a maiden of the spears, so she's not supposed to be involved in the maiden of the spears conversations.
Mm-hmm.
That's because he's trying to fill space. We actually like talk about the books on this podcast. On that podcast, he just plays clips. I'm kidding. I'm sure they're both listening. Tree, we love you.
Emotional damage.
See, now we're getting them.
There you go. Play that
Anyway, she definitely
you wound me. Anyway, yeah.
She definitely is like trying to figure out her toe and to redeem herself, and she's doing all the things that she thinks she could do, like moving rocks from one place to the next with no purpose. And I got my toe. And of course, she realizes Rand has insulted the maidens once again, and she's like, "I've failed. I have toe because I can't get him to do the right thing." But I don't think he's even capable of understanding the right thing. But then again, he's the Karn, so should he do the right thing, or is what he says and does the right thing because he's undoing our ways?
Yeah, but then the wise one's even like, "Oh no, nobody blames you for that. We've all had to deal with him, and he's an idiot."
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's not on you. So she's right back to, well, shit. If that's not it, I don't know.
Yeah, she's like also still bewildered by the wetlanders, such as terms like the weather dampens the mood. She's like, how crazy! Don't they appreciate shade?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah,
the weather still dampens the mood. And she's like, they have such a fondness of complaining. All they do is complain, but it must be a way of showing endearment because they complain to each other, giving their weaknesses away, and they laugh about it. So I just have so much to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then as all that's happening, one of the guards is like, "Hey, it's getting hot in here. It's getting hot
in here, so hot."
And then just basically bursts into flames and starts melting.
Take off all your clothes.
Take
the
off
way
all
he
your
described
skin.
it, like he's like scratching and then like
This is,
black
like,
tar.
it's just like
this definitely sound more like less like Jordan and more like Sanderson for sure. And the whole yes, we have the Michael Blue Blaze and their interaction in the world, but this right here was just like ultra graphic.
Mm-hmm.
And the flames jumped off his body and caught the house fire that they were guarding. So
yeah,
Avienda had to quick.
If this goes on the big screen with Prime, I don't want new modern technology and computer graphics. I want 1980s Indiana Jones, sipping the wrong grail, old dude just wasting away, and then flames burst out, and it needs to be like claymation or something like that.
Yeah,
because that's how it happened in my brain. That's how.
Yeah. I thought Indiana Jones too. That's immediately what I thought. Indiana Jones. Yeah. Burst into flames
with fire. Yeah.
So Avienda tries to channel it out, but it just keeps on jumping around. It's not really working that well.
She's using wind, she's using sand, she's using dirt, earth, and then she's like, somebody's like, "Get a bucket." She's like, "Get a bucket." Why would we get
there's lots of water here. We don't have to conserve water.
They use water to put fire out. Oh my god. I can move water.
Yeah.
And then proceeds to redirect an entire river, basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But then one of the Aes Sedai there is like, it's such a shame. Wasted talent.
She's like, what?
She's like, there's weaves.
Your weaves are phenomenal, but they're crude. And if you had been with us, you would be so much better by now.
They'd be so much more elegant. We just,
we could teach you fancy weaves.
Yeah. We can make them look pretty.
Come do needlepoint with us in the garden.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
We are the best.
Yeah.
And then homegirl pops up behind her like, don't listen to her. She's like, I know I'm failing now. And as an Aiel. I just got snuck up on. Like that's
yeah.
not supposed to happen.
Melaine tells her that
Yep.
none of the sisters, with the possible exception of Catswain, could actually do what she just did. So screw you guys.
Yeah.
Screw you guys. I'm better than you. She then asked Avienda about Rand's kidnap plan.
Avienda goes in. She's like, you know what? I'm tired. I don't care. I'm going to tell you the truth. And she gets smiles and nods. Like, okay, girl, you're starting to figure it out. You know what? You look tired. You did a lot of magic. Go sleep. Avienda's like, what? She's like, go sleep. She's like, okay. She walks away 2 steps. She's like, and you just earned a new punishment.
Yeah.
She's like, what? You didn't
finish moving your rock.
She's like, what? But you told me.
That might have been the best part of the chapter.
Mm-hmm.
It gets you some rest, but also there's another punishment because it's great everything you did, but you didn't finish what I told you to do.
It was a setup. But I think the whole lesson here is to stop trusting so many people and do what you know is right. Because Avienda was going to go back to moving those rocks.
Yep.
And she did not.
Yeah. We talked about this. I'm with this. I feel more and more that this is kind of part of that final test of becoming a wise one.
Yeah.
I think she's about to, have that offer.
Yeah. She's like, can you make decisions? That's
like a
really
real rites of passage.
Can you make a decision and stick to that decision no matter what anybody else thinks?
Yeah. We got to trust you within the group, but we got to trust that you're going to make the right decision when you're off on your own. Like if you're going to represent us,
sure,
we got to trust it.
Yeah. Cool. That's how we end this chapter. Is like,
that was the chapter.
Yeah. And that brings us to the end of this reading for tonight. So, surprised we pulled as much as we did out of these. Middle chapter is good. We reached through that one, and the other two were still good. There's some good stuff in here.
The Avienda chapter had some good. They were all good. Avienda chapter had good action, and I really loved Rand. Considering how every other interaction happens in all these books, Rand showing up and just laying it out there, and this guy like it clicking. It was refreshing. So it's good.
Yeah. So where do you think we're going from here? Do you guys have any predictions? I mean, obviously we're marching towards the last battle, but like all these moving pieces, like what do you think's happening? I mean, do you think Perrin and Rand are going to link up? Do you think going to the borderland? What do you think about land? I mean, what's going on, guys?
I think I do think it's time that they start linking up. I think that is going to happen. But I think it's going to happen only for them to be dispersed again to the next big part of what Rand needs them to do.
Okay.
Like, I think we do need Manetheren. I think we do need for Perrin to go and fulfill that part of things. And he's not going to like it, but he's going to do what his king tells him to do. Matt is going to go off on a complete and total side journey because he's going to save Moraine. Now that he's gotten rid of Tuon, like that's where we're headed with him.
Sure.
I think we're going to see some relational growth between Fael and Perrin, as Perrin is able to tell her how he feels about life. Maybe.
Yeah.
Now I'm really digging, but this is what I'd like to see.
Okay.
So.
Interesting.
I've got a curveball.
Ooh.
So we already heard from the gathering of the remaining Forsaken. Grendel's been given the orders. Everybody's been given the orders to not let them unite, to keep finding a way to make it chaotic, to keep having dissent. So like, it's like the Forsaken and they all know the way to win this is to keep them from coming together. And of course, Rand's trying to fight that. And he's like, we've got to have everybody on the same side. We got to clean this up as much as we can before the last battle. I think we're going to end up in some twisted situation where with all these different alliances that people are trying to make and they think they're doing it on behalf of Rand and everything, you're going to have Rand, you got Matt, you got Perrin, You might even you're going to have Egwene. All these different people are going to be aligned in different ways against each other, but aligned with bits and pieces of Dark Friends or Forsaken or Agents of the Forsaken. And they all think they're doing the right thing. And the battle's going to start with them not even knowing it, fighting each other. I think it's going to be more chaos before it comes together.
Who are they going to be aligned with? You mean the Chosen? Not the Forsaken. Chosen. The Chosen.
Sure.
And Shadow Pals. Not Dark
Sure.
Shadow Pals.
Yeah. It's our turn to share you.
Sure.
But that's my way out in left field. I just started thinking that. And it's more kind of gauging how many books we have left. And where I wanted them to start coming together, I don't know, it was either last episode or the episode before you were asking about it. I'm like, I feel like there's going to be much more chaos before that happens. And we already see like weird overlaps of who's making friends with who and who's shaking hands with who. Yeah. Yes, you have some Aes Sedai that are, bonding with Ashaman, but, some of them are, what I'm considering good Ashaman. Some are the ones that are under Taim, which are not good. Like these different combinations, it's for every step Rand seems to take forward, like there's 2 steps back in other areas.
There's cracks opening in other places. Yeah.
And the odds of all of them coming together, even when this initially kicks off, pretty slim, I think, at this point, actually.
Sure. Okay.
So,
I don't know what to think. We'll see.
Okay. We'll see. Well, who's your favorite character for these chapters?
Faio. Okay, hold on. I mean, she plays such a small role, but she's given such large kudos. He's like, I've seen her grow. She's growing into a grand leader. She's really taken the bull by the horns. Like she's embraced this role that has never really been hers, and one that she was really trying to avoid. That's why she went.
She's taking young bull by the horns. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Young bull.
I'm saying, like she left her home to go on the great hunt. She did not want responsibility, and then here she is, pretty much running his kingdom for him. So, there's a lot to be said there. So I take it back. I am giving it to Faio.
Okay,
that's a good one. Yeah. Gosh,
what's your Ian?
Time traveling Tam.
Nice.
He did pop up in a big way.
Yeah.
Even just his little conversations with Perrin when he's been able to, even going back to Two Rivers when they were fighting and everything. You have the moment where Perrin is like shook by it. Like, my goodness, he was one of these people I looked up to, and now like he's listening to me. That's crazy. But also, that extra pat on the shoulder and Tam reassuring him in his own way, people are here to follow you. I'm here to follow you. That sort of thing. It helps build Perrin up too. So
yeah. I'm gonna pick Rodel. I'll pick Rodel.
Yeah. That's good.
Just
a good one.
Yeah. I mean,
for obvious reasons.
Yeah. He's just, yeah. I like a good commander. Just, yeah. Time.
But how about the moment before Rand got there? Like, if you actually think about it and put yourself in those shoes, where you do all the math, you're smart as a whip, you crunch the numbers, you look at all the options, and you're going to go out with a fight, but every last one of you is dead. And he, before Rand showed up, he had accepted that. That's tough.
He all but told his men the same thing, like, we're going into our imminent death, but you know what? We're going down with honor.
Yeah, we're going down screaming. We ain't going down quiet. Yeah. Yeah. And there's been tons of times, throughout history. Yeah, stuff like that's happened. I'm not going to get into historical aspects of that, but I can name a bunch. Even in recent history. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways. Well, next week we'll be doing 2 chapters. Just 2.
Only
two. Only 2. They're longer chapters. So, unexpected encounters. and an offer and a departure.
That's our Matt chapter.
The offer and departure?
Yeah, they're going to get Moraine back.
Yeah. Yep.
I
like that. I think what was the first one you said, Alan?
The first one is Unexpected Encounters.
Yeah. So this is going to be, that Sean Chan person that Rand sent off to deliver his message? Along the way, they are going to get sidetracked.
Side quest time.
Side quests, but not in a good way. It's not going to end well. And the message doesn't get delivered. And Rand's plans fall apart.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
Okay.
He already has his connection. He just doesn't know it yet. So if only he talked to his friends.
Yeah. Instead of just having weird daydreams about him.
But Raid's going to rickroll them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm tired. So I'm sorry, guys. We didn't talk more, but I'm tired. I'm late. Tired.
Bedtime.
It's bedtime.
We're old.
We're old. We're old men now. We're doing this for too long. No, I'm joking. We'll get to the really fun parts. I actually have some live. I'm debating between. Maybe I'll just do 2 this book because there's 2 chapters in particular that I want to do live reactions on, and they're different parts of the book. But maybe we'll just do 2. Maybe. We'll try to figure it out.
I'm down.
It will be in a few weeks anyway, because the first one doesn't come until a few weeks from now. But
okay.
But yeah, well,
sign me up.
All right. Well, how you can be found is at thewheelreads.com. There's links to like things like Patreon and merchandise and all sorts of fun stuff that like if you buy a lot of that or sign up for Patreon, we get to quit our jobs and be bums. I keep on saying that. I would not quit my job anyway. I wouldn't quit my job.
He's got mouths to feed, y'all.
Not even that. Like, I just like what I do. So, I like my job. Like, even if I won the lottery, I'd still do my job. Like, 100%, 110%. My job would actually just get 10 times easier. Like,
I'm not worried about the income. So.
Yeah. No. So, anyways, yeah, I wouldn't quit. But yeah, so go click the links, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Help the algorithm.
Like the video you're watching now.
Yeah, like the video you're watching now. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you watch this on YouTube and you haven't subscribed, like,
what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? It's like it's free. It's literally free. I subscribe to like tons of people just because like I realized that like it doesn't cost me anything. I don't turn notifications on. I just hit subscribe. Anyway, so anyway, that's all I got for this week. So
until next time.
Peace.
Goodbye.
Thank you for watching The Wheel Reads.
Until next time.
Goodbye.
Get your Coast Guard certified life-saving device ready and strapped on.
Where are we doing tonight?
What kind of strap on you talking about?